Good afternoon, students. I welcome you all after your summer vacations. I hope all of you all are safe by the grace of God, and so are your families. Children, you remember that for chapter 1, when I taught you chapter 1, in that I did not do the numericals for simple pendulum. So in today's class, we are going to focus on the numericals of simple pendulum. Before I start with the numericals, a quick recap of the formulae which I practiced with you for simple pendulum. The first formula was frequency is 1 upon time period is 1 upon frequency, and there was another formula that time period is 2 pi and root L over G, if you remember. And I told you that this formula we can square both the sides in order to remove the square root, and that would be T square is equal to 4 pi square into L over G. Okay, so these are the formulae which we are going to use to solve the numerical problems of simple pendulum. Now, I first begin with the first numerical for the simple pendulum. I will read out the numerical and solve it at the same time. The first numerical is that a simple pendulum completes 40 oscillations in 1 minute. So, let us write down 40 oscillations in 1 minute. In 1 minute. Okay. Now, 1 minute is 60 seconds. So, we say 40 oscillations take 60 seconds. Is equal to 60 seconds. What are we supposed to find out? We are supposed to find out the frequency and the time period in this particular numerical. Okay. Now, we know that 40 oscillations take 60 seconds. So, therefore, one oscillation is going to take how many seconds? One oscillation will take 60 upon 40, and that is 3 by 2, which is equal to 1.5 seconds. And as you all know, children, that time taken to complete one oscillation is called time period. So, therefore, the time period is calculated as 1.5 seconds. Now, we move on to frequency. Frequency is 1 upon time period. So, let's put the value, that is 1 upon 1.5, that is going to be 10 by 50, and it cuts by 5, so that is 2 by 3, that comes to 0.667 per second. Per second is the unit for frequency. So, this is numerical 1. Now, we move on to the second numerical. Okay. So, we are going to do the second numerical for simple pendulum. I read out the time period of a simple pendulum. The time period of a simple pendulum is 2 seconds. Now, you know, the pendulum which takes 2 seconds is known as seconds pendulum. Okay. So, time period is 2 seconds. You are supposed to find out the frequency. Now, very simple. The formula for frequency is 1 upon time period, that is 1 by 2. That is going to be 0.5 per second as the frequency. And they have asked you what is the name given to this pendulum. The name given to this pendulum is seconds pendulum, because we know that a pendulum which takes 2 seconds to complete one oscillation is called the seconds pendulum. Okay. Now, after this, the third numerical. The third numerical is that a seconds pendulum. Now, they have given seconds pendulum. So, we will say take time period directly to be 2 seconds. A seconds pendulum is taken to a place where acceleration due to gravity falls to 1/4. It's a comparison question. Let us suppose initially the acceleration due to gravity is g. After that, it falls to 1/4. Means it becomes g by 4. Okay. Now, how is the time period of the pendulum affected? They have asked you, see, initially the time period was 2 seconds. Now, here, what is the effect? Now, let us see what is the relation between time period and acceleration due to gravity. We know that T is proportional to 1 over under root g. So, let's substitute the value. Here, 2 is proportional to 1 over under root g, and this side it will be T is proportional to 1 over under root g by 4. Okay. Now, what is this? This will be 2 is proportional to 1 over under root g, the same way. But here we take the 4 up, so it will be T is proportional to, and we take it out from the square root sign. So, it will be 2 upon under root g. Why? Because see, under root of 4 is 2. So, shift this up. So, it becomes 2 upon under root g. What is common? You can see this is totally common. That gets cut. So, what do we get? If 2 is proportional, here you get 2 seconds, it is twice the initial. That is, now the time period will be twice the initial. So, this time the time period corresponds to 4 seconds. So, this is how you solve the third numerical. So, the new time period is 4 seconds. seconds. Now let's move on to the fourth numerical. In the fourth numerical, they have given you, just see what all is given to you children, read it out. Find the length of the seconds pendulum. They have asked you to find out the length of the seconds pendulum. So the time period is 2 seconds. They have asked you to find out the length. The value of g is given to be 10 meters per second square, and they have also given you the value of pi to be 3.14. Okay. Now we use the formula T is equal to 2 pi under root L over G. Now what we do, we square both the sides, squaring both sides. Why do we square both sides? In order to get rid of the square root sign. So squaring both sides, we get T square is equal to 4 pi square into L over G. Okay children? Now we have all the values with us. See, we have the value of T. That will be T square will be 4. 4 into 3.14 into what is the value? L we are supposed to find out, and the value of G is given to be 10. Okay children, so you can solve this, do the calculations, and you can find out the answer. It will work out to 1 point, you can work it out to 2 decimal places. Okay, you can solve it on your own. I have put the values. Now we move to the fifth numerical. Now in the fifth numerical, you can see they have compared, they have told you to compare the time periods of 2 pendulums, and the lengths are given to you. So let us suppose the length L1 is 1 meter and the length L2 is 9 meters. They have told us to compare T1 ratio T2. Now what is the relation? T is proportional to under root, L is the ratio. So we get T1 is proportional to under root 1, while T2 is proportional to under root 9. Now what is under root? Now when we take T1 ratio T2, it will be under root 1 upon 9, and that will be 1 by 3. So the answer is T1 ratio T2 is 1 ratio 3. Okay children, so this is how you solve this question. Now we go to the sixth numerical. Now what about the sixth numerical children? In the sixth numerical, pendulum completes 2 oscillations in 5 seconds. So 2 oscillations in 5 seconds. Okay. And what else is given? What is the time period? You are supposed to find out the time period. You are supposed to find out the length. Okay. While the value of G is 9.8 meters per second. Now here, first of all, what is time period? Time needed to complete 1 oscillation. So if 2 oscillations take 5 seconds, so 1 oscillation is going to take how many seconds? 5 by 2. That is 2.5 seconds. So that's your time period. You have found out the time period. Now we have to find out the value of L. We use the formula T is 2 pi under root L over G. Squaring both sides, we square both the sides. Squaring both the sides, what do we get? When we square both the sides, we get T square is equal to 4 pi square into L over G. Now let's put the value. We don't know this, but we know 4 pi, we take 3.14 into 3.14 into what is, okay, T is 2.5, sorry children, T is 2.5, we put the value here, 2.5 the whole square is 4 into 3.14 into 3.14, 2 times into L over, what is the value of G children here given? 9.8. Okay, so I have substituted all the values. You are supposed to find out the value of L, rearrange and solve and find out the value of L. Okay children. Now after this we move on to the seventh numerical. Just have a careful look and then you solve and find the answer on your own. Okay. Now we go to the seventh numerical. Now what is there in the seventh numerical? Let us read what information is given to us. Seventh numerical, they have said that the time periods of the, again it's a comparison question, the time periods T1 ratio T2 is given to be 2 ratio 1, and you are supposed to find out the ratio of the lengths. Okay, so again a very simple question. We know that T is directly proportional to under root L, so we say T1 upon T2 is proportional to L1 upon L2. Okay, T1 upon T2 is 2 upon 1, and is we are supposed to find out L1 and L2 ratio. So what we'll do, we'll square both the sides. So we say squaring both sides. Squaring both sides. What do we get? we get 4 upon 1 is proportional to L1 upon L2. So what is the ratio of the length? L1 ratio L2, it will be equal to 4 ratio 1. Okay, so this way we solve this numerical. Now after this we move on to the 8th numerical. Now let's see what is given in the 8th numerical. 8th numerical is it takes 0.2 seconds for a pendulum to move from the mean position. This is the mean position. It takes 0.2 seconds to move from the mean to one end. So to one end it takes 0.2 seconds. And they've asked you to find out the time period. We know what is time period. It is the time taken to complete one oscillation. And one oscillation is going. What is one oscillation? It goes, it comes back, it goes to the other side and comes back. So if it goes and takes only 0.2 seconds on one side, what will be the time period? It will be 4 into 0.2, that is 0.8 seconds. Okay. So the time period is equal to 8 seconds, 0.8 seconds. And the last numerical now, children, we work out on the last numerical. In the last numerical, they have said that how much time does the bob of a second pendulum? They have said it's a second pendulum, so the time period is 2 seconds. How much time does the bob of a second pendulum take to move from one extreme? From one extreme means this is one extreme to the other extreme. Now you can see from one extreme to the other extreme it is actually equal to half oscillation. Okay. So if the time period is 2 seconds, so therefore time needed to move from one extreme to the other, will be equal to half that particular time. So that is going to be 2 upon 2. That is going to be 1 second. Okay, children. So with this numerical, we finish all the numericals for simple pendulum. There are total 9 numericals. I want you to revise them again, and whatever calculations we have left with, you solve them and practice these numericals carefully. Okay, children. Thank you.